fat is. So I'm going to be telling you the different types of fat first of all. So first we have two types of fat, two main types of fat. One is unsaturated, other one is saturated. So when you see unsaturated is the most beneficial type of fat, and it also helps in circulating proper blood rhythm, and it also helps lower your cholesterol levels. It helps you maintain your weight. It helps with your nervous function. And unsaturated fats is again divided into two types, that is your monounsaturated fatty acids, which is mainly found in peanuts, canola oil, and almonds, hazelnuts, pecan. So all these contain a lot of monounsaturated fatty acids, and also avocados. And the other one is polyunsaturated fatty acids. So this polyunsaturated fatty acids is mainly found in corn oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, soybean oil, your walnuts, and fish. So all these contain a lot of polyunsaturated fatty acids. So again, this polyunsaturated fatty acids is divided into your omega-3 and omega-6, and both are beneficial, but there is a ratio that you have to maintain, that is ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 intake should be around 1:4. So that should be the ratio in which you should be consuming your oil, that is your sunflower oil and your fish. And the next comes the saturated fats. Saturated fats is not actually bad like how they are advertised to be, and it is most commonly found in all your animal sources and dairy, and also in coconut oil, palm oil, kernel oil. So all these contain saturated fat, and saturated fats are healthy when it is consumed in moderation. So whatever you eat for that matter should be consumed in moderation. And the next comes your trans fats. So trans fats are not very good in all the three types of fats. That is the most problematic type of fat. So what they actually do is unsaturated fats like your plant oils, all these will be liquid in room temperature. So to convert it, these oils will be heated up along with hydrogen gas, and it will be converted into hydrogenated fats. So hydrogenated fats are like your margarine, or many food industries use these kind of trans fats for making their food products. That's mainly because they improve the flavor to a great extent, and also it improves the shelf life of the product. So that's why trans fats are used. So kindly read the label and check if there is any traces of trans fat in the food product that you buy, and then buy it. So these are the different kinds of fat: unsaturated, saturated, and trans fats. Unsaturated and saturated fats are good and they are beneficial for your health. Yeah, so the next topic will be on how fat intake helps in fitness. So Sharanya will take over now.
Okay, that was a quite elaborate information on fats. Thank you, Harini. So yeah, we all have heard about this, right? Carbs are important for giving energy and all. You know that carbs, excess of carbs are converted into glycogen stores. You know, our body is, it converts, and the fats are also stored as also glycogen stores. So the body, when you're in a calorie deficit, the body utilizes the glycogen stores. So for that, fats are required to break down the glycogen stores that most of us don't know. And in fact, if you see, when you're in a low calorie, that is very low calorie diet, or you're in a weight loss platform, when you're just sitting watching TV or doing your daily sedentary work, that time the body utilizes the fats to break down for energy for that sedentary activity, whereas the glucose from carbs are utilized for the brains. So our body is made up in that way. So it is important to have, as Harni said, fats in a moderation level. So what is fitness doing, fat and fitness doing? Yes, if you see, when we take these fats, no, it just helps us to maintain the satiety level. So if you're aiming for weight loss or weight maintenance, it will help you to give that feeling of fullness, whereas you won't feel hungry at all. And
Yeah.
when you're doing more fitness, more endurance workouts, more strenuous workouts, you feel hungry a lot because your body is burning out more. So that time, if what will happen when you just go burn out and again you go consume? There's nothing going to happen. It's just going to be maintained. But if you want a healthy benefits, then including this healthy fats, the type of healthy fats in your diet will help you to have a satiety feeling and you will feel full. Then the third is important thing is here, the fats will help to improve your performance. For example, weightlifting. Most of us know when our trainers will tell us to lift our own body weight. I'm not telling about the extra dumbbells or the extra weights we lift. For example, the squats, body squats, our one, some we couldn't do that because that time we think fats are bad and we will omit fats thoroughly from the body. Not many people just avoid, they won't even have half teaspoon of oil. So that
Mm.
time there is no energy at all. So we don't have that energy to lift our own body weights. So these fats will help in the endurance performance level. So fat is essential for fitness, and it's totally a myth. Fat and fitness are just contradicting. It also plays an important role in fitness.
That's
So
true.
next, Harini will tell about the myths. There are a lot of myths regarding fats and fitness. So she's going to elaborate on that. Let's see what she says.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Sharanya. So yeah, you all learned how fat is beneficial in fitness. So now I'm going to be talking about very commonly heard phrases about fat. So first thing is, when you eat fat, you will gain weight. That is the first thing that you hear whenever somebody says they are eating fatty food. So the first thing is, any macronutrient for that matter, if you eat in excess, you will gain weight. It is not that it's only fat that makes you gain weight. Even if you eat excess calories, so excess carbohydrates will also make you gain weight. It is not just fats. And the second thing is, any fat rich food, when you take it along with balanced meals, if you take it along with a healthy platter, then obviously you will not gain weight. So you should try to include a lot of good good quality fat in your food, like avocados, like eggs, like fish, and like chicken, like
Super seeds.
dairy, nuts. So all these are good quality fats that you can include in your daily diet, which will not make you gain weight if you are having a proper healthy balanced meal. And the second thing is, quality also matters. So if you are going to take fried foods or fast food a lot, and then you think that just because Harni said that fat will not make you gain weight, it's not true, because all these kind of fried foods or fast food will make you gain weight, because they are not very healthy when you take excess amounts of food. So that is the first thing. Eating good quality fat will not make you gain weight. So, and the second myth is, saturated fat consumption is supposed to cause heart disease, and it also supposed to make people obese. So that is the second common myth that is going around. So the fact is, there are many types of saturated fat. Your saturated fat comes mainly from animal sources and dairy and coconuts and all that. So all these, when you consume all these kind of fat, it will not cause any heart disease, or it will not cause obesity. the thing is there are different types of saturated fat. So only two or three forms of it is actually not beneficial to your body, but the rest will actually increase the good cholesterol in the body. So it is beneficial when you take in moderate amounts. So saturated fat, just the saturated fats will not cause any heart disease. Saturated fats are most commonly talked along with your fried foods and fast foods, and that's why saturated fats have a very bad name. Otherwise, saturated fats are actually healthy if you consume it in the right way. So that is
Also,
the
I want
second thing.
to add on this. She said animal fats. When you're getting, for example, when you're getting chicken from the shop, just ask them to remove the skin. So you're taking a lean meat. So that comes under good fat. If you consume with the skin, then there is the saturated fat. You know, it affects the heart disease. The lot of fat deposition in the heart. So do choose like that. Even mutton also is the same way. You can just avoid the skin and just take the mutton without the skin. So do that way. So yeah, I just wanted to add to this.
Yeah.
It's not that she's
Uh,
not trying to say animal fats are bad. She's trying to say in this way. So I just explained in a better way.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the next thing is I find people buying a lot of fat-free food in the market.
Low fat.
Fat-free, yeah, low fat or fat-free. So if you think consuming low-fat food, low-fat snack in the market is healthy, you are absolutely wrong, because when you remove fat from any food item, it will not taste good. It will be completely bland when you remove the fat from any food. So what they will do is they will remove fat, but they will add a lot of other
Replace.
additives. They will add a lot of sugar. They will add a lot of flavoring agents. So all these extra additives will be added to your food to make it palatable. Otherwise, obviously, no one is going to go to the market and eat something that is not tasty, right?
Taste. Yeah,
So that's what they will do when they remove fat from the food item. So indirectly, you will be consuming a lot of calories. So all these low-fat food that are advertised in the markets are not as healthy as they are supposed to be. So make sure you don't fall prey to these kind of advertising hacks, and yeah, choose healthy food. So
so
these are the
that
three main myths that I wanted to talk about. So now Sharanya is going to talk about the health benefits of consuming fats.
yes. So yeah, just one more thing. They say olive oil is healthy. Olive oil is healthy. Olive oil helps in good heart. It maintains good heart health and all. And what they do is they cook with olive oil. That is
Mm,
totally a myth. Olive oil is good, yes, but olive oil in salad dressing is good. When you cook, when
yeah.
you eat olive oil, it becomes, again, when she was explaining about the hydrogenation, that process happens, and the olive oil doesn't, it's not healthy at all. So if you take our
Mm,
Indian cooking, anything and everything, it involves full heating to high temperature. So never use olive oil in our Indian cooking. Okay, if you want to have olive oil, use in salad, use as salad dressings, like that. Okay, it's just also a big myth that I wanted to clarify here. So role
mm,
of fat, as Arni already explained, the main role, if you take this fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K, these
mm,
fat soluble vitamins, the body needs fat to absorb this fat soluble vitamins. How much ever if you consume all these vitamin rich foods, you need fat to absorb. So that's the first main thing. And of course, if you see this omega 3, omega 6 for heart health, it is very important to maintain heart health. And the third thing is fats will help. to maintain that satiety. And when most of us think if I eat fat foods, you will feel stressed or guilty, but actually, you will have a good feeling. Fat gives you a good feeling, and it stabilizes your emotions, if you see. And the fourth one is when you're doing an workouts like, not high hit workouts, I mean weightlifting or those workouts which is like less moderate workouts, that will, give you energy and it helps in you the endurance. So these are the important, and of course, fat plays a major role in hormones. The uh, hormone balance for very important. Fat plays a very important role in hormonal imbalances. And we can go to questions, Arni. What else is there?
Yeah, there are a lot of questions I saw, so yeah, we'll go answer the questions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Where is the first question? Is it true that, oh, that's the first question. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
true that it is a good to have cheat day where people can eat whatever they want? I will say, why you need a specific day to eat whatever you want. Have it daily, but what you have is important, quality and quantity. First is your quantity more than quality. You can have pizzas, you can have burgers, you can have anything as such, okay? But the thing is that how much quantity you have, that is important. You can have pizza, one slices of pizza is okay. One slice of cake is okay, but not too much. So if you want, okay, no, I will get distracted, I will eat more, I don't have that mindful eating habit, or I don't have control over food, then you can prefer a cheat day. Okay, cheat day
Mm-hmm.
or cheat meal. More than cheat day, cheat meal is better, I feel, because one meal you
Yeah.
can consume whatever you want, but that too,
Mm.
keep in mind that you should eat less. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's about cheat day and cheat meal. Very simple.
Yeah.
It's just, this social media is giving a big trending thing for cheat day, cheat meal, and all. So don't fall in that trap.
Yes,
You don't need
exactly.
a
And
specific
also,
day. It's not, yeah.
no, when you have a cheat meal, make sure you have enough protein in your meal. So that way you will not be eating a lot of fat, and you will also not be consuming a lot of calories. So the calories that comes from protein is totally fine. So make sure you include a protein source for all your meals, even if you have a proper cheat day.
Yes. So what about resting? How much rest is required for an individual between workouts? So, okay.
Okay.
What about resting? So yeah. You're asking about rest day or resting between workouts. So first I'll talk about the rest day. You need definitely at least one rest day. So in a week, if you're working out for 4 to 5 days, at least take 1 day break, because your body, your muscles need to replenish, and it also needs a break, to give a better performance. So definitely rest day is important for that, to have to get rid of the muscle repair and all. So that process you have to give it to your body. Okay, and
Okay.
how much rest is required for individual between workouts? So I will tell an instance. So I was doing this hit workout in my gym, and the workout is over. For example, I was doing burpees, then I was doing jumping jacks, and I was doing jumping jacks. I should just move around and do jumping jacks. It's not just standing in one place. So I was doing this. So after the set is over, I stopped and I was having water. My trainer came and asked, what you're doing. I'm taking rest, I told. What he said is, you just walk, don't take rest. Then there's no use of doing the HIIT workout. So during workouts, not more than 10 to 20 seconds, you're supposed to take rest. If you want a efficient workout results, you have to reduce your resting period between your workouts. So my trainer used to say that I should be walking. I should at least be moving bit after. I mean, during the resting time, before moving to the next set of exercise and workouts, I should be at least moving or just walking around in the gym or in art house. So don't just sit, then your heart rate will just come down. So there's no use of prolonged rest period for workouts, and you need a rest day definitely.
So if you are working the entire week, so obviously you need 1 or 2 days in between to get your muscles to get back to their positions, because you will be if you are not eating enough protein, you will be taking away a lot of your muscle. So your
Yes,
body
lean
needs
body muscles.
to, yeah, so your body needs to take rest at least for a day or two when you are working out all if you are a person who works out very regularly.
Yeah.
Yes. Next, are smoothies good for someone who is fat? Can one consume it? Okay, so smoothies are good when you add the proper ingredients to your smoothie. So one thing is, now that it is very trending, I see a lot of people adding a lot of fruits and vegetables to your smoothie. So that is good. So you will be having at least 1 or 2 fruits that you will be adding in the smoothie, or you'll be adding 1 or 2 fruits along with some greens. So that is good. So you'll be
Yeah.
increasing your fruit intake, you will be increasing your vegetable intake, you will also be increasing your fiber intake. But some people add honey to it, agave nectar to it, maple syrup. So all extra items will
Sugars.
added sugars to your smoothie. So to make your smoothie a lot healthier, it's always better to reduce these sugary items. So the less sugary it is, the more healthy it will be. So that's how you have to see. And you can add obviously any milk that you want. You can add your protein powder to it. You can add any fruits or vegetables of your choice. You can add any spices like cinnamon and cacao nibs, anything you want, but make sure you don't add any sugary substances to it, which will make the smoothie very calorie dense. So if you are a person who is on a fat loss diet, or if you want to reduce weight, then make sure your calories, whatever the smoothie that you are preparing, does not exceed your required calorie for a day. So in that way you will be definitely on the healthier side. Even if you have a smoothie that's energy dense, you can also obviously have some alterations when you have your lunch and dinner. You can choose a lot of lean protein option and less of calories and more of fiber. So that way you will be having a proper balanced meal, and at the same time you won't be exceeding your calories. So the point is, smoothies are good if you add the proper ingredients to your smoothie. Anyone can
And
consume it.
yeah, and one more thing, smoothies as a breakfast or a meal, if you had all the ingredients, whatever Harni said, is okay. But if you're having smoothies in between, like a snack, mid-morning snack or a evening snack, then that time you have to cut down the extra ingredients other than fruits and
Yeah.
vegetables. Even I would say even a milk. Instead of milk, you can prefer yogurt or almond milk or coconut milk, to make it low calorie smoothie. And never ever add any sugar or brown sugar or honey, whatever, like honey said, because fruits itself has a natural sugar, so you don't need something to enhance the taste. So if you are having it as a snack, even you can prepare smoothie with water to make it low calorie. If it's a meal,
Yeah.
you can do it with peanut butter, almond butter, yogurt, milk, and all. But if you're taking as a snack, do it with water and veggies and fruits. That's
Yeah.
good. And as a nutritionist, we will never ask anyone to juice. or to make juice from
Yeah.
vegetables or fruits, because all the fiber is lost anyways, right?
Mm.
If that too, when you're straining the smoothies, there's no use at all. So it's
Yes.
better to have it as whole food. But nowadays smoothies are being trendy, and it's easy to go snack. So it's okay to have, but just have a note on the ingredients you use.
Yeah. Since many will not be so interested in eating one banana, they will be interested to have a smoothie made out of banana. So if you're having banana smoothie, make sure
Yeah,
your
yeah,
banana is
true.
ripe so that you don't have to add any excess sugar to it. The banana itself will be very sweet. So you have to make sure you don't add
Yes.
any extra sugar to your smoothie.
Yes, very true. Nowadays, there is a change to use of cold pressed groundnut oil instead of olive oil. How do you see the change, which is good? Yes, it is good. Yes, because
Yes.
it's not refined. That's the main thing. It's not processed,
Mhm.
okay? It's just getting the oil directly from the base or ingredient. And I would say olive oil in Indian cooking, there is no, there is still research going on. Olive oil is okay for others who, who just eat food like raw food or less subjected to eat the method of cooking. But in our thing, anything and everything, we need lot of cooking process. So I would say groundnut, cold pressed groundnut oil, or cold pressed coconut oil, or cold pressed sesame oil is very good. And this change is actually good. This is not a change, we were following this, in our parents time or our grandparents time. Then came the industries, then came this, all this sunflower oil, all this, marketing products and all. So it
Yeah.
vitamin, they say vitamin D sunflower, vitamin enriched sunflower oil. I see a ad where Maddie, says, oh, this oil has vitamin D and all. That is just marketing, yeah. They just, the market the product. We were following this traditionally, this cold pressed oil for so many years. That is, again, we are doing this now. So it's a good way. And we as a nutritionist, we definitely will encourage this change.
Yes.
And
Olive
again,
oil
don't
basically.
don't think cold press oil is healthy and pour oil and then fry items and eat. No, olive oil. I mean, any oil, take in moderation for just cooking. Okay,
Yes.
so that's important.
Yes, and also olive oil was basically introduced as a very good cooking medium in India or any of the Asian countries only to increase the Americans' factory production of olive oil.
True, true.
That was the only reason. It is not going to do any good to our cooking methods because olive oil, Americans, they don't cook most of their items, they just eat raw. So for them, adding olive oil will be good. But for us, we cook everything and eat. And we also use very high temperatures when we cook. So, like Sharanya said, olive oil is not feasible for Indian cooking.
Indian cooking, yeah.
So you can just yeah, you can just use our own traditional oils like sesame oil, peanut oil, groundnut oil, your coconut oil, all these oils used in moderation. And also one more thing is you mix your oils and take like in our traditional proper cooking for one meal, if they use coconut oil, for another food item to cook that, they will use groundnut oil. So
Yeah,
there will always be a mixture of all different kinds of oil. So in that way, your unsaturated fat intake, your saturated fat intake, your polyunsaturated fats, your monounsaturated fats, everything will be in a proper ratio. So make sure you
yeah,
mix your oils regularly. Just don't stick to one oil and cook in that oil throughout. Make sure
yeah.
you
The
use
for
different oils for different food items.
Yes, for this, easy example, I will tell you. If I cook kara
Next.
kolambu, uh, one second, Agni. If I cook kara kolambu, I use the sesame oil. If I cook avial, I use
Yeah,
coconut
yeah, yeah.
oil. You know, it helps to enhance the taste of the dish, that oil. So that's why our ancient, what Harni said, we use
Exactly.
different oils for cooking. That's also an hidden reason why our parents or grandparents used to do it in that way. If you see, for chutney tempering and all, they use this groundnut oil for to enhance the taste and flavor. It is not only for that, it is also for the health benefits, as Hathni explained. So that's why we use different types of cooking. But now, because of this sunflower oil, all this advertisement, we just stick to one particular oil, but
Mhm.
don't do that way. Always mix of oil is good. Next question. Is there a way to donate
Exactly.
fat? If there is a way, it would
There
have
is.
been easy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, there is still research going on how to donate fat. So I think it will take another 20 to 50 years for them to prepare a method for us to donate fat.
That will also be marketing and all this
Yeah.
thing will happen now. So, what is the adequate protein intake for a person per day? Simple, simple. If you're weighing 60
Okay, so
kg, if you're weighing 60
when you want
kg,
to, hmm,
yeah, if you're weighing 60 kg, 60 grams of protein per day. That is just an easiest calculation. We would have, I mean, if you're asking for the exact amount of protein, or it is 0.7 5 to 1 kg, 7 to 100 grams. You can just have it as, I mean, according to your body weight, you can just multiply, I mean, multiply with that.
hmm, yes. So that's the easiest way to determine how much fat you need, I mean, how much protein you need for a day. Yeah.
Protein.
Hmm.
Or else,
Can you
if you
spot
want in a
reduce fat?
practical way,
You cannot.
yeah,
I am sorry.
can,
I think there
hello.
is some kind of connectivity issues. I think
Guys,
there is
is
some
the
kind of
connection is
connectivity
okay?
issues. I think that's why I am hearing late, or I think is the connection okay?
Now it's better, Harni.
Sharna, are you able to hear?
Yeah, I'm able to hear. I'm just waiting for others. I think your network is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. They say it's good, Harni. So we'll talk about
Okay.
spot reduction of fat.
Yeah. Okay. Spot reduction of fat is not exactly possible. Like if you want to just see when you there are different exercises that you can do for different parts of your body. Like you have
But
different exercises for your arm fat. You have exercises to do for your abs, for your thighs. So or your entire lower body. There are exercises for that, but it doesn't work the exact same way. Sometimes and most of the times, if there is an ab workout that you're doing, it will also concentrate on your thighs. That's how it will be. It will always be one or two organs together in which you can lose fat. And also when you see cardio training and all, it is like when you run, your entire body is exercised. In that way you will be losing fat from your from all parts of your body, like from head to toe. There you will be able to find a change. So that's how it works. Spot reduction of fat exactly just through exercises or diet is not possible. But
maybe through
I
surgery
mean,
it
there
is
are
possible.
surgeries where you can just remove your fat from your, yeah, through surgeries it is possible. Like you can do liposuction for your arms, you can get liposuction done for your thighs or your
And
back, your lower body in general. So that is possible. but through diet and exercise, your entire body will mostly be occupied, and your almost your entire body will be under stress, and you will be losing fat, like in that way only.
Also,
Just for one
also,
specific part, it doesn't really work.
yes. Also, to add on this, recently there was a study conducted, by American Dietary Association, where they found inclusion of MUFA, that is monounsaturated fatty acid, will reduce in the if you have this abdominal distribution of fat in your abdominal area is reduced if you include MUFA fats in your diets. That is in moderation, replacing with any other oils. When you add this MUFA, it helps in less absorption of abdominal fat and distribution. So there was a recent study also done in this, and it was positive. The result was positive actually.
Mm. Yeah.
So
Then
yeah,
let's.
don't, if any trainer says spot reduction is possible, no, that he or she is not a perfect trainer, I would say, or a perfect
Yeah.
nutritionist. You know, that is impossible actually.
Mm.
Does stress increase fat? How
Fat.
important is mental health when it is comes gaining fat as well as losing fat?
Losing fat.
Yeah, it's a very good
Okay.
question, Prashant.
See, when somebody, yeah, when when somebody is stressed, there are two hormones that are released. One is cortisol and another one is norepinephrine. So when the hormones are released, when cortisol is released in the body, automatically your triglycerides, that is one type of fat that is found in the body, your triglyceride levels will go up, and that will be used as energy. So that's
Yes.
how, because when you're stressed, be active, and you will be needing a lot of energy. But if you are not doing any physical activity, if you are not walking, or if you're just sleeping and sitting around when you're stressed, what happens is all these triglycerides, which are supposed to be burnt for energy, gets converted into fat. So it will be converted into adipose tissue, and that will get accumulated on your
As fat.
stomach or your legs as fat. So that's how stress, like increased stress, will cause a weight gain or increased fat accumulation in your body. But the thing is, when you exercise, when you're stressed, if you go and exercise, you will be a lot in a calmer situation. After you exercise, you can immediately see results when you exercise, when you're stressed. So when you do that, your body will be physically active. You will not be having increased release of cortisol in the body. So in that way, what happens is you will not be gaining fat. So definitely, when somebody is stressed, or when somebody is upset, or if something is going on inside, if a person is having anything going inside the body, then obviously that will show direct influence in gaining or losing weight.
True. That's why we say, no, whenever people are very low, or even during menstrual cramps, when you do exercise release endorphins, good feel good hormones.
Hmm.
So you'll always have a
Yes.
mental health, emotion balance, everything will happen just one day. It doesn't need you have to go hit the gym or go do a Zumba workout or go join a yoga meditation class. Just normal walking in near your house or a park, it gives you so much release of stress. So
Yeah.
that is very effective. Walking is no most underrated exercise, I would say. But if you do that, you will know how good you feel. It might be early morning walking or in the evening walking. Even for your parents, any age it matters.
Yeah.
So the exercise, don't keep in mind, okay, we have to do abs, we have to do leg day, we have to go hit the gym, we have to do aerobic exercise, nothing like that. Just normal moderate walking, moderate surya namaskaram is itself will improve your mental health.
Yeah. And mental health is definitely important if you are planning to lose weight or if you're planning to gain weight. Everything is your mindset basically. So yeah, it is very very important. Stress will indirectly increase your adipose fat.
True. The change, what I'm saying is where we are going
We
back to
are
old.
going
So
back to
that's
old
change. Yes,
systems.
yes,
Yeah.
true, true. That's what I was telling. We are just following everything which was followed by our grandparents and parents.
Yes. Before I before I joined my
Yeah, Harni? Yeah. What you were saying, Harni?
Sharnya, I was not able to hear. Was it my connection?
Yeah, yeah. Now it's better. Now it's better. Can you
I
see me?
was
I can hear you
your
and
screen
your
was
video is
totally
clear.
blank for a few seconds now.
No, yeah, now it's fine. I can see your video and audio. Both are good.
No, again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, now I think it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we can move to the next question, Harni. When you add milk to smoothies, which milk one can add? Skim milk or whole fat milk, which is good? Okay.
Okay.
Now this is a big, there are there are varieties of milk. If you are in abroad, not in India, there are n number of milk. When I was in US, there is whole milk, 2% reduced, 1% reduced, low fat milk, zero fat milk, and the addition to this, we have almond milk, skim milk, coconut milk, and lactose free milk. So there are
Mm.
so many varieties of milk, okay? But again, here you have to see the labeling. They say skim milk, but you don't know what process has went inside the skim. Just removing the fat, or they have replaced something to make the milk tasty and it is easy for drinking. You have to see that if there is any replacement added to it. If it's just a fat removed milk, like how we get in our when like you get the green color milk, right, the tone milk,
Mm.
you can use that, but there they use some replacements, okay? So you have to make clear that what milk they are adding. If you're so particular, then you can add whole milk as such, or maybe you can take half glass of whole milk, then add half glass of water to it. You itself can dilute the whole milk, or you add almond milk or coconut milk. Even oats milk you can do that, right? For
Yeah.
smoothies. If you're
Yes.
aiming for a low calorie smoothie, you can prefer, instead of milk, you can prefer the milk substitutes.
Yes. Um, I am trying to reduce the amount of normal milk because I find the protein content in almond milk and oats milk is higher than normal cow milk. So I am trying as much as possible to include almond milk and oat milk and soy milk in my daily routine. So that's what I will do. And one more thing is, if you add whole milk, one thing that you can see is you will definitely get that satisfaction when you drink anything with whole milk. If you're going to have coffee or tea or just
True.
normal milk, or if you're going to add to smoothies, you will get that instant satisfaction. And when you drink whole milk, it will keep you full for a long period of time because it has increased percentage of fat in it. So in that way, sometimes what happens is when you drink skim milk, if you are going to have a coffee or tea with skim milk, like 1 hour or after 1 hour or so, you will immediately start feeling hungry. But if you are going to have it with whole milk, you will be you will not feel hungry for a long period of time. So that is one advantage of taking whole, of consuming whole milk. But again, it totally depends if somebody is lactose intolerant, or if you don't prefer to consume whole milk. There are always options where you can consume toned milk or skim milk, or like Sharanya said, other like soy milk or oats milk or almond milk. So it's totally up to you.
Yes.
Any form of milk is beneficial to your body.
Yes, right. So we have groundnut oil is good for cooking for thyroid patient.
Yes. Yeah.
There is no harm in using groundnut oil for thyroid patients. If you're so particular on it, you can use sesame or gingerly oil
Hmm.
for your cooking. Again, if it is all about what dish you're preparing, that also is
Hmm.
important. If it's just for a porreal or to make a gravy, that's fine. Any oil is fine. But if
Yeah.
you're deep frying with it, then I wouldn't suggest the groundnut oil.
Hmm. That's true. But for especially for thyroid patients, there is no oil that you don't that is not recommended.
Restriction.
If
Yeah.
you're, yeah, if you're having hypothyroidism or hypothyroidism, the oil doesn't matter as long as anything is taken in moderation. So for that, I think, yeah, for cooking, groundnut oil is definitely okay.
Yeah. So we have a suggestion that our live session can should be posted on
It's
IG. Yeah,
on
we will do that.
Insta.
Definitely, we were talking about this, and it will be
Yes.
in both our page. So whoever missed can just check on that. Thank you so much for the suggestion. So we have if soy milk and or almond milk can be eaten, ma'am, because sometimes in the label they mention not to be eaten.
Label they mentioned.
It can
Uh,
be.
it can
Uh,
be heated, yes.
I have never tried in the almond milk, which is store bought. I myself did almond milk. Uh, so that I normally how I make coffee, I made it with almond milk. I
Hmm.
didn't see any difference in that, but I have never got the product from the store. So maybe Harni can enlighten on this.
Yeah, the problem with the other kinds of milk is that the boiling points differ. We
Okay.
always think, even when we buy milk from outside, it will be pasteurized. All
Yes.
the milk bottles, the all your Tetra Pak, everything
Packet.
is pasteurized. So you
True.
don't actually have to boil it again and drink it. You can just heat it up to a level that you want, and then you can consume it. That's how it actually is. For almond milk, soy milk and all, what happens is the boiling point is very less. So like if even if you heat it for 2 minutes, it's enough, and you don't have to like boil it till the
How the
froth
milk
comes
is
up. You
boiled.
don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to do that like you usually do it for cow's milk or whatever milk you usually consume. So that is the only difference. Sometimes, since they are giving it in a very chilled container, and since it has been in a chilled container for a long period of time, when you put it in a when you heat it in high flame, it might get spoiled. That is another reason why uh, in few companies ask you not to boil the milk. So just heat it or warm it to a level that you want, and you can consume it.
Yeah, that's right. Is there any other questions? You can just comment us.
Yeah. We are talking about fat
Fat
intake and
and
fitness.
yes.
So if you have any questions, you can drop it on the comments and we will be happy to answer them. And I just want to tell a recap of what we spoke. We first spoke about the different types of fat like unsaturated, saturated, trans fats.
Pure fat.
And unsaturated and saturated fats are beneficial, and trans fats should be avoided or restricted. And then Sharanya spoke about
Role of
fat
fat
in
and
fitness,
fitness.
role of fat in fitness. Yeah. Just tell one or two points, and after that, like we'll just move on if we have any questions.
Yes, most of us think that fat and fitness are just opposite. It doesn't, you don't need fat for fitness, but it's totally a myth. We definitely need a moderate, good amount of fat intake for our, to improve our performance, fitness level performance, to give the
Mm.
energy, to give the stamina, and also to make us feel satiety. That is the feeling of fullness throughout our throughout the day, because if we take no fat or low fat in our diet, definitely after a strenuous workout we will feel hungry, and there is no point. Whatever low calorie deficit might be, you will tend to eat more, and then it will tend to add more of, what, even if it's carbohydrate or protein, it will be converted as fat stores. So it's good to have moderate fat, which will help you in fitness, to
Yeah.
overall your health.
Yes.
And
So
we spoke about
next
myths.
myths. So first thing is eating fat, eating good quality fat will not make you gain weight. So try to avoid consuming fried food and fast food because that will make you gain weight. But if you're having eggs and nuts and plant oils, if you're using plant oils in your cooking, and if you're having fish and lean chicken, obviously that is not going to make you gain weight. And the second thing is saturated supposed to cause heart disease and obesity, but the reality is they don't. When saturated fat is taken in moderation, and saturated fat basically comes from your animal sources like chicken, fish, and mutton, and your dairy sources like milk, curd, and cheese. So all these, when taken in moderation, is definitely healthy. And the third thing that I spoke about was how low fat and fat free products are labeled and advertised to be healthy in
Healthy.
the markets, but they are not healthy because when they remove fat from the food, they will be adding a lot of sugar and flavoring agents to it, and that will make the food unhealthy. So don't fall prey for such low fat and fat free advertising hacks. So that was the three myths that I spoke about. And then Charanya spoke about the general role of fat in our in our normal health.
So yeah, the normal health, the fat plays very important role in the hormonal balance, and also the fat soluble absorption of fat soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, and also to improve the mood swings. Fat plays an important role, of course, for our body to, the balance between the heat and cold. Uh, the temperature, basically fat plays an important role. So these are the other important role, then, role of fats in the health other than fitness. That's what we were talking about. And also we were stressing about olive oils that are not supposed to, used for our Indian cooking. It is not feasible. And we were also talking about the new way of using cold pressed oils in our cooking.
Mm.
And Harni also told about the usage of mix of oils, like, different kinds of oils for our recipes. Uh, so that we were talking on. And we were talking about the resting period for exercise, workout, spot
Exercise.
reduction.
So yeah,
So any
I
other
think we
questions you can just, yeah, we have summed up everything, whatever we discussed. So any other questions regarding fat and fitness, you can just drop a drop your questions in the comment section.
yeah. Sharanya, how much time has it been? Because the live session will get abruptly cut if it
I
is
think it's,
post.
yeah, it's almost 1 hour. It's 8:30 now. We started by 7:32, I guess.
Mm,
So if there is no questions, we'll just wind up the session.
yeah.
I would just like to say, please never ever get attracted to the diets which are low fat diets, the term low fat
Mm,
diets, saying you will get results and all. Absolutely no. You need everything. You need a balanced diet. It might be carbs, it might be proteins, it might be fat, fiber, vitamins and minerals. You need everything for your body. You can't.
yes.
Everything has a particular role to play in your body. That's how
Mm,
our human body is made up of. You can't, if you're leaving fat, no, then obviously the fat role will be replaced by other nutrients. And for example, fat, if you reduce the fat intake totally, how will your fat soluble vitamins get absorbed? Then obviously you will
mm,
be, deficient in those fat soluble vitamins,
yes,
right?
yes,
So please take everything in moderate and take a balanced diet. Don't
yes.
fall in the trap and attract to this low fat tax.
Yeah, and also all these fat diets like keto, paleo, GM, Mediterranean diets, they don't work in the long run. You always a proper healthy lifestyle with proper balanced meal with a good physical activity, regular physical activity will only help you to lose weight or to remain fit or to maintain your weight in the long run. So don't fall prey to all these kind of diets that are advertised in the market. So stay healthy. Yeah, this was a very good session. Thank you
Yeah,
for being a good audience for us and asking us a lot of questions.
it was
And
very
we
interactive.
hope to save this video and post it on our
IG.
IGTV so that people who have missed this session there
Yes.
on the IGTV. So yeah, thank you everyone.
So thank you. Yeah, thank you everyone. We will meet you in the next week with another interesting live session, and you can post the topic either of us profile in our DMs. You can just message us, or you can message here in the IGTV comments for the next topic. So catch you next week. Bye,
Yeah.
Harini.
Bye,
Take care.
Sharanya. Yeah,
Bye
take
bye.
care. Bye,
Bye
everyone.
everyone.